Hi, welcome to Zoe's vlog. I am Zoe Adriel Venzon. Our topic for today is about the patriarch named Moses. And to help us on the topic is a special someone who holds a doctorate degree in biblical studies, and he is none other than my dad, Dr. Alvin Venzon.
Hi.
Hi. So, Dad, can you tell us more about Moses?
Certainly. With first things first, it's an honor for me to be here in your vlog, Zoe. And yes, Moses is one of my favorite characters in the Old Testament. And in fact, I did literature, a dissertation or an article about Moses, and I'm so excited. Although it was many years ago, many years and many pounds ago for me, and it's an honor for me to share it with you. But to give you a rundown or to give you a brief summary of Moses' life, it's divided into three 40s. First 40 is his life in the Pharaoh's house, in the castle. He lived in the castle. And number two, he lived in the Median, in a desert, because he became a fugitive. And number three, when he responded to God's call. Now, the first part will be his life in the palace with the Pharaoh. He was a special kind of guy because at an early age, at a very early age, he used to listen to God's voice. He hears God's voice audibly. Like, for example, he hears him calling him Moses, Moses, Moses. And he is so familiar with God's voice, and they keep on talking. They have a clear communication between each other. And also, the message is always like this: let my people go, Moses. I'm going to use you to let my people go. And because of that, that thing or that idea got stuck in the mind of Moses. And one day, when an Egyptian army was trying to bully or was trying to punish an Israelite person, he got mad at the Egyptian guy, and he tried to kill him. And he was successful killing the Egyptian guy. And because of that, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, he murdered someone. That means he had to flee. Right? But imagine going back to live in a palace and to hear God's voice audibly. That is something else, right? But now, because he did something wrong, he had to flee. He became a fugitive. That's the first part of Moses' life in the palace.
Whoa, he lived in a palace?
Yes.
I remember when we went to Buckingham, Windsor, and Anne Boleyn's castle. Do you
Yes.
remember we lived in a palace in Prague?
Yes.
We lived there because my cousins lived there.
And
So
works
what
there
happens
too.
next?
Okay, what happened next was this. He went to the Median, to desert, and found his father-in-law. Okay, he got married, and his father-in-law raised him, and his name is Jethro. And one time, he was raising a herd of sheep. Okay, one of the sheep got lost, and he tried looking for it. And then when he tried looking for it, in probably he went to a mountain, and he saw a burning bush. And as he saw a burning bush, it keeps on burning, but it was never being consumed. He heard a voice. And that voice is the same voice he used to hear 40 years ago. Moses, Moses. And that voice that he used to hear, that he thought he will never hear again, he heard that same voice again, telling him, remember that I used to tell you that you will be used to let my people go. Now I give you another chance to let my people go.
So Moses heard God's voice again?
Yes.
How awesome is that?
And after that comes the last part of Moses' life, the last 40 years, where he decided to follow God's voice and God's command to go to Pharaoh in Egypt and say to his face, let my people go. And after that, Moses used to live for 120 years, and then the Lord brought him up to heaven. And that's the end of his story.
I learned that even if Moses did something wrong, God is always with him. It will also be the same with us because God gives second chances. Thank you for watching my vlog. This is Zoe Adriel Venson, signing off.